I feel soulless. Put my heart out, can you hold it? When you look into my eyes, you can tell I got a motive. Can you notice? Let me open up, cause you're hopeless. Everybody hands high, grab a lighter if you're smoking out the sodas. Put my heart out, can you hold it? When you look into my eyes, you can tell I got a motive. Can you notice? Let me open up, cause you're hopeless. Everybody hands high, grab a lighter if you're smoking. I've been soulless since the night.
What's going on, guys? It's Knuckles. It's day one here in the beautiful Wichita Mountains. I've picked a high location here, trying to give me a good vantage point and let you guys see what I can see. If you look way, I don't even know if I can zoom in that far. That's the apple and the pear. Famous landmark, 2 rocks. I'll try to get closer to that tomorrow maybe. As you can see, I'm up here trying to find a good spot. Set up camp for the night. Got storm clouds gathering in the background. It's supposed to hail tonight, so I want to make sure that wherever I set up camp, I'm tucked away a little bit. Try to find me a flat spot amongst all this rock. So, you guys wish me luck. I'll check in some more when I can. Looking for a good spot to set up camp for the night. Storm clouds are rolling in pretty good, starting to thunder. It's 4:30. It's supposed to start raining about 6. I'm not really going to go too far off trail tonight. Just gonna try to find me a good spot where I can set up a tarp, set up a tent. I'd like to try to collect some rainwater tonight if it rains. The water's kind of scarce out here. I brought some, but not enough for the whole weekend. There is a large stream back about a mile direction I came from, but I don't plan on going back that direction till Sunday. So collecting rainwater would be a great way for me to stay hydrated. Sorry, I'm jumping over rocks and stuff. See, the terrain is pretty rough. Coming down off this mountain, I was trying to get a good view of the area, see which direction I wanted to travel. Just came down from that. Beautiful out here, though. Simply beautiful. You guys want to see what I walked up behind in here? Look at that guy. That walked right up to him. He's pretty. He's not really interested in me. Good thing, too, because it's big. With the buffalo. Big boy. He's still over there. I don't know if you guys can see him or not. He's headed towards something that I'm happy to see. A water hole. Now, the dangers of a water hole is all animals obviously want to drink from the water hole. So this will be where all the animals congregate, including predators like mountain lions that live in this region. But for me, it's definitely a life source. Let's see if I can catch some fish. definitely gonna get some water out of here, get it filtered, boiled, purified. That way I'll have stuff to drink. And I'm gonna look for a good flat place to set up a camp here. This is a good spot. Okay, so I found the spot where I'm gonna lay my head for the night. Good flat spot under a tree. Got a little bit of coverage. Good open plain. I can see everything all around me. Still pretty close to the water source. Yeah, this is it. Alright, got home, set up for the night. About to give me a drink of water. Go down here and see if I can't catch a couple fish. Get some dinner going. Storm clouds are really starting to move in. I don't know if you guys can see how dark that is back that way. It's 5:30. It's supposed to start raining between 6 and 7. Still got my buffalo over here chilling. Bed for the night. That's it. Had a little snafu with where I set the tent up. It turns out that was the lowest spot in the whole area, and all the water was rushing right through there. I mean, it was just soaked. Water just running in the tent, everything was soaking wet. So I actually had to, in the middle of this downpour here, I actually had to move my entire camp, move my tent, move everything. I'm soaking wet from head to toe. Just all my clothes off, just sitting here in the tent, sweating. Fucking definitely being an adventure. Definitely good shit going on. But I'm alright. It's good. Snuggly, I miss you. I love you. Well, the rain is kind of stopping. It's getting to be dark now. It's actually kind of miserable just sitting here in this tent. It's not at all what the weekend I had hoped for. But hey, I'm still here. Spent a lot worse weekends in my life than this one. Solitary confinement, locked in a cell. At least here, man, I can look out and see some of the beautiful things of nature. Got real pretty scenery to look at. Yeah. Sun's going down over the mountains. It's pretty. In a little bit I'll try to get some sleep. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day. Day 2. Just got up. I'm about to afford myself a little bit of luxury here. About to make me a cup of coffee. Rain got everything wet. So my first goal of the day is going to be dry everything out. Hopefully the sun comes up good. It's supposed to be a warm day. My boots are soaking wet. Sleeping bag got soaked. Everything got soaked. So hopefully I can dry some stuff out today. If not, it's going to be a rough night tonight too. I'm still hearing some thunder off in the distance. Got me some coffee. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do today. Alright, it's day 2. I just watched this mama deer with her fawn for about 30 minutes. It was amazing. They were about 20 yards from me when I first stuck my head out the tent and saw them. Just beautiful country out here, so much wildlife. Okay, so my original plan for the day was going to be pack up stuff, hike around, see things, and find a new spot to camp for tonight. I was going to change camps. But due to just how much rain we got, how bad everything was last night, and me having to relocate in the middle of the rain, I've decided that I'm just going to stay here for camp. I'm going to scout out this area around here. I'm going to leave my camp set up. I'm going to try to catch some fish in a little while, hopefully have some fresh fish for lunch. My first order of the day was set up a clothesline so I can get stuff to start drying out. All my clothes from yesterday are soaked. My sleeping bag is soaked. Pretty much everything I have is soaked. Turns out that the tent I have is not as waterproof as it's supposed to be. Definitely going to be getting a new tent soon. The one thing that I was able to do that really saved me last night, I used my emergency blanket as a tarp, strung it up over the top of my tent. Actually angled it down to one corner. It's covering my tent. I angled it down to 1/4, and last night I was able to stick my water containers underneath there and collect some fresh rainwater. So that really helped with everything. I haven't had to take any water out of the pond yet, which means I haven't had to use any purification tablets, and I had a nice cup of coffee this morning. So here we are. It's 8 o'clock now. About to get started checking out what the day is. Pretty sure the rain's done, hopefully. I see some blue sky breaking out in the background, so yeah. Alright, the sun really still hasn't come out yet. It's still overcast. Got breakfast in me, got some coffee, did a little fishing. I'm going to explore this area around here. See if I can find anything useful, anything cool. I just walked right up on her. Just being quiet. I don't think she's hurt, but it's sure strange that I could walk this close to her. Young, real young. She doesn't even know I'm a threat. Okay, so this is prickly pear cactus. It's a good survival food. Cut all the spines off of it. You can boil it and you can eat the cactus itself. But the best part is these little buds right here. After they flower and turn off, these will turn red and then they get real sweet. And you can eat them like a fruit. Pretty amazing survival tool right there. You can get water out of these too. You can smash them up inside of something and then squeeze it. Water will come out. Cactuses are really good survival food to know, especially in an area like this. All right, so it's lunchtime, day 2. For lunch, we're gonna have some chicken rice, maybe a bottle of tea, cold brew. Yeah, pretty good lunch for being out in the middle of nowhere. All right, it's after lunch, day 2. Picked out a nice peak over here that's got some interesting rock formations, and I'm gonna go for a nice little hike and see what I can find. Try to see if I can get some good videos, some stuff, maybe find some stuff that's useful, maybe find another water source. Most of my clothes have dried out pretty good. So if I can find a better place to camp for tonight, I may come break camp up and move, but we'll see.
Summertime in Oklahoma, the sun's shining, so grab a cold one, a Bud Light or a Gold Corona. Just don't lie, cause you know you wanna. Just grab the girls and hit the lake, get some smokes, get some drink, get the boat, fill the tank, get the poles, and get some bait. I be bass fishing, do my own thing, no kissing, no sense of style or fashion, but my area give me that traction. My passion is rapping, I'm smashing and thrashing like catfishing. Rap is disaster when I'm attacking, and we're the hillbillies with our hands on them. I'm a handsome man on that water. I cut a figure like manslaughter and cowboy boots with no pants on them. I'm that awesome in my Nike shorts, looking like I took Mike to court. I might be that unlikely sort, I might be country, I might be sport, but I'm Knuckles, I'm like a sport, just a mixture of two things. I'm what happens when Merle Haggard mixes in my head with 2 chains. I'll change your mind like mood rings. I'm a cowboy boots, I'm about to do things. I'm a big fish in a small pond, so I'm on top of that food chain. Looking like a weirdo
in my cowboy boots and shorts, in my cowboy boots and shorts, in my cowboy boots and shorts.
but I can jump off in a fish hole.
In my cowboy boots and shorts, in my cowboy boots and shorts, in my cowboy boots and shorts.
The furthest thing from official.
In my cowboy boots and shorts, in my cowboy boots and shorts, in my cowboy boots and shorts.
But I got to keep it real, so I wear
Cowboy boots and shorts, I wear cowboy boots and shorts, I wear cowboy boots and shorts.
boots check, shorts check, stepping out the door like a vortex, revving up the Chevy with the vortex. Girls nowadays, they want more sex appeal, for real, they want more pecs, they want more arms, they want more legs. A little bit of visual foreplay, got them checking for a Knuckles next door date. It's like, I'm a weirdo, getting cool and keeping that beer cold. I'm lakeside by the campfire, fishing all night.
Found a cave. Better go in and check it out. Definitely awesome. This is the Crab Eyes Mountain. I think you can see why they call it that. Had to climb pretty high up to get here. Still going. Here's the crab eyes from the side. Almost even with them. How high I climbed to get here. Feel like I'm on top of a mountain. I just climbed to the top of a mountain. Gonna have some water before I head back down. Just take in this view. It's just beautiful, man. It just makes you feel small. The world is so old and big. It's amazing the things God created. I'm hot. It's the middle of the day. But there's another chance of rain tonight. I'm gonna make sure I got to enjoy this. Alright, so I just got back from about a 3-hour hike to the top of a mountain. And just as I get back here to my camp, I see my little deer across the way. Same one I've seen like 3 times. She's wandering out in the middle of the day. I think she's going to come down and get a drink maybe. I'll show you guys. I don't know if y'all can see her. She might be too far away. She's right in front of that rock ledge there. There she is. Now you can see her. I'm pretty sure she's the same one that I walked up on earlier today. She's young. Okay, so all day I could hear a pretty consistent buzzing from time to time. Sound like bees or flies or something. So I decided to walk back this way. Try to see what it was. I finally located it. I'm gonna get you guys a good video without getting too close. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see or not. There's literally hundreds of bees right there. You might even be able to hear the buzzing. There's a giant beehive right there. So that way over there, that's the Crab Eyes Mountain. That's the mountain I hiked to and climbed up today. Yeah, it's pretty far from camp. Okay, so I've been drinking pond water now, staying hydrated all day, but I can't just drink water straight out of the pond. So what I've been using is iodine tablets. Now iodine will kill all the bacteria, anything that would make me sick, anything harmful in the water, but it leaves the water with a funny taste and a little discoloration. But the set that I bought actually comes with a second set, which has got absorbic acid in it. And after you let the water set for 30 minutes with the iodine in it, you add 2 of these tablets to it, and it removes the iodine taste and the discoloration, and you're left with pure water. It's really refreshing. It's a really good deal. So iodine will kill everything in the water. It's morning, day 3. Slept really good last night. No rain. Made for a much better night.
It's a really cool morning. Just boiling some water, get me some coffee, eat me a little bite of breakfast, and then I'm gonna start breaking down camp. I'm gonna hike back out of this area and probably hike up Elk Mountain a little bit. All right, got some coffee made. Went ahead and made me some breakfast, oatmeal. About to get this food in me and break down camp. Still a beautiful day. It's kind of foggy on the mountaintops, real overcast. Wind's not blowing. Feels great. Okay, so I'm tearing down my camp. I want to take the opportunity to show you guys something that really helped save me. When it was raining Friday night, and I realized that this tent that I have isn't as waterproof as it's supposed to be, probably because it's old. It's time to get a new tent. Never really taken it out before. Should have tested it in the backyard first. That was my first mistake. But what saved me was I have this emergency blanket. And I was able to use it as a tarp without puncturing any holes in it, simply by taking a piece of wood, sticking it in the blanket, and then tying cordage around it, and then tying that to the tree. And it held fine all weekend. All through Friday night, the winds were crazy, 50-mile-an-hour winds. And it still held. So that's just a little trick. You can do that with any tarp, any emergency blanket. Just put a rock or a piece of wood or whatever you can find in the end of it, and then tie the cord around that. Can help save your life. All right, got my camp all broke down. Got my pack back on. It's like I was never even here. Always practice leave no trace. Always try to leave it cleaner than you found it. If there was any trash, I would have took it with me, but it's pretty clean here. Not a lot of human contact. Just saw a big buffalo go by. Got a little footage of him. I wanted to try to get some more, but he wandered off before I could get done, and I'm not gonna chase him. I gotta hike back a couple miles the other direction that he's going. So I'll see what I can get on the way. I still got a few hours before extraction. So yeah, beautiful Sunday morning out in the Wichita Mountains. Look at the size of this guy. Mountain millipede, huh? Pretty sure this is the same girl I've walked up on like 3 or 4 times now. She's just not even caring that I'm here. Mother Nature is beautiful. So when I came in Friday, this little creek right here was dry. You can see that's how much rain we got Friday night.
This area is real woodsy. It's the trail out though. Almost home. Well, almost back to civilization.